Loving Atman. How are you all doing? I know some of you, but there are some new people. So I would request all of you to turn on your cameras so that we can interact in a more personal way. Okay. So before we begin, let us start with an invocation, shall we? Please sit comfortably, eyes closed, spine erect. Connect your tongue to your palate. Wear a beautiful smile on your face. Close your eyes. If possible, sit facing east. Put your hands together in front of your heart in a prayer mudra. Inhale deeply. Hold. Exhale completely. Hold. Inhale again. Hold. Exhale completely. Hold. Gently be aware of your heart chakra. Smile at your heart. Be aware of the sweetness, joy, happiness, peace, and compassion within your heart. Inhale deeply. Hold. Exhale and let this light of love and sweetness from your heart radiate all across your body. Let all the chakras of your body bask in this beautiful, loving light. Move your consciousness up, up, up to your throat, ajna, the forehead, and the crown chakra. Smile at the crown. Take a deep breath in. Hold. Exhale. Hold. With lots of love and devotion, and your attention focused on your crown, mentally repeat after me. To the Universal Supreme Lord, to the Divine Father, Divine Mother, to my spiritual teacher, Mahatma Joa Kotsui, Johan Jain Mealing, Mahaguruji Bodhisattva Mealing, also known as Guru Rinpoche. I humbly offer my love, gratitude, and devotion-filled salutations. To all the assigned healing angels, assigned healing ministers, holy saints, holy gurus, holy masters, divine guides and divine helpers, and all the great, great ones. I humbly offer my love, gratitude, and devotion-filled salutations. I humbly invoke for your divine blessings, divine light, divine wisdom, divine guidance to be showered upon us. I humbly request to upgrade my consciousness and empower me to become better channels of the divine light, divine healings, divine love, divine wisdom, divine protection. Thank you so much for accepting me as an instrument and channel of this divine grace. With thanks and in full faith. So be it. Inhale the blessings. Hold. Exhale. You all open your eyes with a beautiful smile. I salute the divinity within each one of you. So today we all are here to have a small orientation on the upcoming session on Prana Cellular healing. So anyone, what do you understand by cellular healing? What are your guesses? This is a question to all those who have not attended this workshop. You can unmute yourself and yes, please, anyone. Who would like to make some wild guesses? Yes, please, you can unmute yourself and tell. No one out of 50 people, no one would like to make any guess. So we have cells in our bodies.
It's about reprogramming.
Okay.
The already existing.
Okay. What else? What else you think is termed as cellular healing?
Whatever through our ancestors, whatever are there from, we call genetic matter.
Okay.
That carries through generations and generations, and probably rebirths, which the cell has a memory. Great. And that has to go before any new pattern or new program can be done within.
Great.
That's what I believe.
Okay, great. Thank you. So in simple words, I would say cellular healing is basically doing healings on the cellular level of consciousness. Okay, what are cells? They are the basic living and conscious building blocks of life. Be it the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, or the human kingdom. Cells are the basic living and conscious building blocks of life. Yes or no? Yes. They are intelligent, they have consciousness, and they have capabilities to store and process information and memories. Whatever we encounter, whatever we feel, whatever we see, or whatever we learn, these things get registered into the consciousness of memory. Now, memory has many layers, right? We have the conscious memory and the subconscious memory. The subconscious memory is termed as one generic term, one umbrella term for the many layers of consciousness. How many of you have heard about the muscle memory? What is muscle memory? That is the reflex. What is a reflex? When you consciously don't have to put any effort to do a particular thing. For example, if you are very good drivers, our hand automatically knows how to change gears. Our feet automatically know how much pressure to install on the pedals, right? How much to steer for a particular movement, for a particular road, for a particular block, for a particular crossing, right? This all comes with practice. So whenever we do something time and again, that memory gets installed into the consciousness and into the layers of memory. Now, the deepest layer being the cellular level memory. We have the tissue level memory, we have the organ level memory, and we have the chakral level memory, right? When we sleep, we are not consciously breathing. The lungs are breathing by themselves. The diaphragm moves all itself. You are not putting up any effort to do that. So that is a subconscious level memory. That's an organ level memory, right? Do you consciously force your heart to beat at a particular rhythm? No. Whenever you are sleeping and you are bit by a mosquito, what happens is your hand automatically goes to that place to remove that mosquito or to scratch that particular part. Yes or no? Does this happen or not? So this is reflex, right? So this is the muscle memory. Why I'm telling you this is because I want to tell you the layers of memory. In the same way, we have the cellular level memory. Now, why this is important? Whenever we do some healings, we try to remove the effects of the toxicity that has been accumulated into the layers of memory. Whenever we do pranic healing, we remove the negative energies. But what is the source of negative energies? External or internal? It may be both. Most of it is internal. 90% of the ailments are psychosomatic in origin. Are we aware of this fact? Yes. So whenever we have a problem with the emotions, which we feel are not ours, we can't help ourselves, we keep on gathering such emotions, they start disturbing our normal balance of the body, functioning of the organs and functioning of the cells at a deeper level. So we try to remove it. In cellular healing, what do? Is we not only remove these negative energies, we also try to do some manipulations, some removal of this toxicity which has been accumulated from different layers of memory and consciousness. Once we do that, we give a very sterile environment for the cells to heal themselves. So this results in faster recovery. This is known as cellular healing. Okay. Now there is one more aspect of this. Our body is made up by 5 different elements, right? The major element is water. What percentage of body is water?
72.
About 70%. About rough idea, right? This is 70%. Okay. Water has a very unique property. Water has capabilities to store and transmit memories. Now, this has been proven by one of a great physicist from Japan, Dr. Masaru Emoto. What he did was, he exposed some pictures of people, or he kept some pots of water in front of people wearing a particular emotion in their consciousness. And then he used an electron microscope to look at the molecule of water. Water, when freezes, become a 6-sided crystal, just like a quartz crystal, right? Now I want to show you the effect of a negative and a positive emotion on a water crystal. Nitin, can you please help us with those pictures which were clicked by Dr. Masaru Emoto? Yes. Are you all able to see this presentation? So we have this particular presentation in which the right-hand side is an image of water crystal after reciting a Buddhist prayer. And on the left-hand side, this is the photo of the water crystal before reciting the Buddhist prayer, the source of water being the same Fujiwara Dam in Japan. Can we have some more pictures like this?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, the right-hand side, the picture of peace, the water crystal. Left-hand side, eternal, beautiful. Next, love and gratitude, left-hand side. You disgust me. See what this emotion has done to the water crystal. This is a proven experiment. You all can Google this, Dr. Masaru Emoto's experiment on water crystals. Thank you, Nitin, for this presentation. Why I'm showing you this is, just imagine what this particular phenomena is going to do in your body. When you're wearing a particular emotion deeply, time and again, it becomes your behavioral pattern. What would happen? You are having these sort of crystals and memories stored in your cells. Even if you have programmed your cells not to do such things, there is water inside the cell. 70% of the cell is water. This will be forged inside the consciousness of the cell, right? So whatever amount of NLP you are doing, neuro-linguistic programming, rewiring the brain, this is still there, right? So pranic healing comes into play over this. Now, cellular healing, as we're talking about this has been practiced by many healers since ancient times in many energy healing modalities. Pranic healing is just one modern energy healing modality. It is one of the most developed and the most advanced pranic healing modality, right? So in the modern world, I would say it was first introduced by a Russian physicist known as Dr. Arkady Petrov. His experiments with cellular healing, the different modality of energy healing, is mind-blowing. He was known to, regrow some teeth which were fallen, some organs, transplanted organs. Now, once a person has transplanted a particular portion of kidneys, he did one experiment and he was able to start regrowing a particular organ, that is a kidney, a part of kidney, into that person. After that, he died, right? So he was on these experiments. His experiments are again documented. You can Google them. In pranic healing world, cellular healing was first introduced by late Dr. Hazel Bertha from Australia. She introduced this in 2008 in World Pranic Healing Convention, which was held in Hamburg, Germany. This was presented in a very simple protocol in which we used to do the cleansings on many layers of consciousness. This was a very simple to practice protocol and a very effective one. What we are going to learn in the upcoming class is the technique which I have developed with my experience with pranic healing for over 20 years. This is a proven technique, and we have got some very beautiful results with the practice of cellular healing. Okay, I think we have some of our participants who have done cellular healing with me and are continuously practicing this. So I would request them to unmute themselves one by one, and you can share your honest opinion about the results and the feedback on cellular healing. So who would like to come up first? Can we start from Huda Shaban? Okay. Atma Namaste, Huda.
Atma Namaste, Piyush. How are you? First of all, I would like to say that the technique of cellular healing is really amazing. It has taken our healing to a really different level. We have learned how to do very deep healings on many different levels, which we didn't do before. Also, I now have a deep understanding of the different bodies we have and what emotions, what contamination, what patterns can be in these specific layers, and how we can really cleanse them in a very deep way. I would also like to say that Piyush is an amazing teacher. He's very generous with giving information. Also, I can share one of the success stories that I have been using cellular healing. I had a patient who is diabetic and was rushed to the hospital because of a diabetic ketoacidosis, and this is a very dangerous state where it can lead to coma or kidney failure. And I did some cellular healing for this patient and follow up. Also, when we do now the protocol for pranic healing, now we look at the cleansing of the chakras, we look at the cleansing of the, even the general sweeping. We do it in a really different way. It's, we are still doing the protocol that Master Choa has given us, but really in a very advanced way. I'm advising everyone to go ahead and take this amazing lecture. It's really very nice. Thank you, Piyush.
Thank you so much, Huda, for coming up and sharing with us this fantastic feedback. Thank you. Yes. Do we have some other friends over here who would like to come up and share their own feedback with us?
I'm there, sir.
Nasreen Auntie. Atma Namaste, Auntie.
Atma Namaste. 1 second now. There is some. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, Auntie.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Nasreen here. I'm Piyush, sir. the first batch student.
Yes.
I have learned cellular healing in 2019, and the very first session, I got cure for my diabetic insulin. I met with an accident 15 years back, and in 2000, and I was first I was on tablets and all these things, but the tablets couldn't work. So doctors put me on insulin, and I was on insulin for 15 years. And in one go, Piyush removed my insulin dosage, and now I'm only on small tablets. That is the thing. I will tell you, the cellular healing is the technique which heals our 5 bodies, wherein we are cure of all our genetic diseases also. Each and every cell is cleared, is cleaned, and we get rid of the disease from the root level. So I would definitely say this is your lucky draw today. So don't miss this opportunity and try to enroll for this class. This is an amazing class, amazing class. First, mostly I will tell you people, whatever your age may be, but you should not become a patient, a future patient of diabetic or BP or anything else. Along with diseases, I will say that you come to prosperity level also. And I have gone to level 1, level 2, and sir has, with sir's teaching, we have gone to the ladder where we will get Ananda. This is a very blissful study, very blissful study. Don't miss this chance. Love you, Piyush sir, and your team. Thank you very much.
Love you, Auntie. Thank you so much. I must say, Nasreen Auntie, she's a direct disciple of Master Chua. She's a very senior pranic healer. And despite of her age, she always calls me her teacher. But I am actually junior to her, I would say, in pranic healing. She is in pranic healing for more than 3 decades. She's one of the most healers I know, right? So, and she has been doing fantastic healing, I must say. And she's also a level 2 cellular healer. We also have level 2 cellular healing. I'll talk about it in later, once you are done with cellular healing level 1. So thank you, Auntie, for coming up and blessing us. Thank you.
Waiting for your level 3 now, cellular level 3. सर मैं ये ग्रुप सबको ग्रुप बोलूंगे, सब ग्रुप के पर्सन्स को बोलूंगे, अगर आप आज लकीली सर के पास आए, आप इनको जिंदगी भर नहीं छोड़ेंगे, ये मैं आपको गारंटी देती हूँ. He teaches you so many modalities of teaching, bell healing, crystal healing, instructive healing. Try to join and turn your life into what I can say, a very beautiful diamond. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie, for coming. Yes. Do we have some more friends who would like to share? Yes, I think we
Atma, namaste.
Atma, namaste.
Sorry for not opening my camera, but I would like to share my experience with you on 3 points. The first one, is my voice audible for you?
Your voice is a bit cracky. I think there is some problem with the acoustics.
So maybe you will take another one of our friends, then I will fix this problem.
Okay.
Sir, can I try?
Yes, Prashant. Atma namaste. Welcome, Prashant.
Atma, sir, I have done the cellular healing for the diabetes. And actually, first I have done for my mother's younger sister. And her diabetes was, I don't remember the correct number, but it was around 300. And it came below 200 in first session only. And now I am doing for my mother. And her diabetes also was like that. The tablets was not affecting and the doctor gave the insulin. But now she is not taking any tablets also. Only homeo medicine is being given.
So tablets also close?
Yes, no tablets for
So
I
it's a
think
complete
1 to
cure.
2 months. Yes,
Wow.
almost 2 months.
Wow. Fantastic. Fantastic. Great. Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Prashant. Thank you. So I think we have Praveen ji also with us. Praveen ji, would you like to share with us something?
Yes, sir. Atma Namaste, sir. Can you, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I took this cellular healing class about 1.5 years back. And since then it has become integral part of my healing. And not only cellular healing, I have taken all the other courses, whichever Piyush sir conducted in these 1.5 years, like bell healing, crystal healing, mantra healing, and all chord management. All these classes I attended, and they have helped me to heal faster. Before, I used to take a case and keep healing for months together. Sometimes, because I'm also working professional, sometimes I didn't used to find time, sit down and do healing every day. So with the cellular healing, what has happened is I do one cellular healing, and then in most of the cases, healing is not required later on. Only some once in a week or twice in a week, I just do some healing, and results are already coming. This has been the case since last 1.5 years. My quality of healings has improved. Number of healings that I had to do before has dramatically decreased to produce results, and quality of healings are also better and like long lasting. Before, I used to face situation like I healed a patient, he became well, but later on it is relapsing. But such cases have drastically reduced now. So I would say the cellular healing, it's not just about healing cells. User is teaching many other things like correct use of disintegrators, combining different chakras together during healing simultaneously, then cleaning the organs or cleaning on the organ level. So many different things one will get to learn here. Because in the standard pranic healing, most of the time people are healing only chakras. They are not going even on the organ level. Here, we not only go on the organ level, but deeply on the cellular level. So the healing is much more long lasting and much better. So I would say that don't miss this class, because it is going to change the quality of healing that you have been doing until now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Praveen ji. Yes, this is very important. We would be learning the correct technique to use disintegrators on the body. It's a very effective tool, and this is generally not taught in the pranic crystal healing class. Once you go to the pranic facelift class, then only you are taught the use of disintegrators, but still people are afraid to use it freely. I will tell you the correct technique and a safe technique to use disintegrators on your energy body and to do very fast healings and cleansings. So this is very important. And thank you, Praveen ji, for doing that, coming up. Thank you. Yes, so this class is scheduled for November 13th. This class would be held on Zoom app.
Atma Namaste. Can you hear me?
Yes, Rola. Atma Namaste.
Finally, I would like to share my experience on a three sides point of view. First of all, the protocol itself, it was beyond my expectation when I entered this class, and I can say that it's expand my knowledge in so many different ways. Even when I come back to the normal healing, I cannot do my normal healing like before learning cellular healing. And Piyush ji and Nitin ji, they all the time they help us, guide us patiently. They were with their open hearts. They were doing that all the time. Even I remember for me and for few of my friends, we were not know the difference between erasing and sweeping. For example, this is one small example of the correction we have in this class for our knowledge before. So it will sharpen your knowledge if you choose to attend this class. And for the results, I would like to share two amazing results happened to me while I'm applying this for only 1 week. One case, it was a cornea transplant rejection. And for that case, the doctors tell the patient that they will put a protective web for him, but with no guarantee. And they are now in need for a miracle to happen to that case. And yes, the miracle happened to him by applying the protocol for 1 week. And he reported to me that he is feeling comfortable and his vision is more clearer than before, and his spirit is more in ease. Yani there is a different level of healing he experienced. That was amazing. And the second case, it was for a small kid. She was since she was kid, she have the same result for her eyesight. Then she applied the cellular healing protocol with me for 1 week also. And after that, she goes for her annual checkup for her eyesight. And before it was 4.5 and 5 for the eyes, left and right. And after the healing, it was 4.0 and 4.0 for the both eyes. And what I learned from that case, that when we do the healing, cellular healing, we not only do it, we bring balance to the places we work on, and that is all about. But with the technique we do, it's amazing, yani. And that's all. My life wasn't the same before knowing Piyush, and now you will experience expansion in your awareness and in your knowledge. Even this small introductory talk brings some new information to my knowledge. So thank you so much, Piyushi, and I wish you all the best all the time.
Thank you so much, Rola, for coming up. She's an amazing healer, amazing healer. And the most beautiful thing that I encountered with Rola's healing is she always dives deep into the healings, and she is the one who is manifesting the words of the teacher that pranic healing is meditation in motion. She's doing healings and she's meditating at the same time. She is a living example of that, right? So thank you, Rola, for being such an amazing healer.
Thank you so much.
Can I also share?
Yes, Tarun, we have Tarun. Hi, Tarun, how are you?
Hello, sir, I'm good, sir. Atma Namaste, sir.
Atma.
So I did cellular healing in the last batch, and I applied the one session on my patient. I'm constantly using it, and I'm telling you about my initial experience. So my patient was taking the regular healings for fear and different psychological issues from big healers, and he was constantly taking from past few months, and the results are very minimal to him. So after doing one cellular healing on him, so it was so miraculous that he wasn't able to sleep from many months. So he was able to sleep properly. He said that I can feel all the energy shift in my body, and he said I am feeling like I've got mithai in my body, like I am getting that feeling in my body. So and it lasted for like 10 to 15 days. That the bliss that happened to him, it lasted for 10 to 15 days. So that is the thing. Before doing the cellular healing, my healings were very normal, like they were good, okay. But after applying cellular healing and accepting in my day-to-day healing, all my results are extremely miraculous. Like I cannot believe the feedback of the patient, but what they give me, that the kind of healing that they are getting after that, and the results are like they are even permanent. So it's not about it's a big protocol, so you have to apply all the things at the same time. You can pick the small part of the protocol and use in your regular healing also. That's the best thing with this course. So I would suggest everyone to do this healing. it's a must-do course if you are into pranic healing, because it will take you into the deeper level. It will make you a very good healer. Because before that, I was a normal, and now I'm doing miraculous healing, which is beyond my own expectations.
Thank you so much, Tarun. I'm so happy to see the level of development that you're encountering in your healing journey. So happy to learn that you're getting very good results with that. Thank you, Tarun, for coming. So the eligibility for this class is Prana Crystal Healing. This class is scheduled. This class is being bifurcated in 2 sessions. So 13th November and 20th November. On 13th November, it will be a cultivation session. We would be practicing some parts of cellular healing and understanding the whole protocol of cellular healing. Okay. On November 28th, it would be an in-depth full practice session. We would be practicing cellular healing for the full time, so that you can have a hands-on experience of this and you can also clear your doubts. Okay. Both of these sessions would be aired on Zoom only. You can register if you want using the registration form link, which my friend Nitin is going to post in the group chat. And Nitin, can you please also share the QR code for registration on the screen so that people can scan?
Piyush?
Just a second, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we have 2 different QR codes. The first one on the left is the QR code for registration. And the one on the right is the QR code if you want to join our WhatsApp group for having a better and easier communication with us. So you can scan and save these QR codes. Additionally, Nitin is posting the web link for the registration form in the group chat. You can copy it from there and save it if you would like to register. Once we are done with this, I would be taking up the questions and doubt clearing. Whatever you feel like, you can ask me. Before that, I would like everyone to save these QR codes and the links. Nitin, have you posted it in the group chat?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So, Nitin has posted. You can copy that. He's not been using Master's Chela name. Master's Chela. So the link for the WhatsApp group and the link for the registration. Both have been posted. Thank you, Nitin. I hope everyone has saved this or clicked the picture of this. Thank you, Nitin, for sharing this. Okay, now I would like to take up any questions. If you have any queries, feel free to ask.
Yeah, Piyush, Rohit here.
Yes, Rohit.
Yeah. So, sir, I just have a small question that this cellular healing I was looking out for a long time. I've heard about it, and I've done my till erratic prep level. I've completed my along with Crystal in this. Does it work for autism, ADHD? Like how? Because my son was diagnosed when he was 3 years old, and in 2020, back to back, like after getting out of COVID from ICU, I've been through the journey of pranic healing, and because the reason for believing pranic healing was that because I had 80-90% my lungs were infected, and I was out of the ICU on the 8th or 9th day, wherein the doctor said that I would die, but there were few pranic healers who were continuously working on me, and even after 80% of infection in my lungs, I was out of the ICU on the 8th and 9th day. So that's the belief that I had on this, and I had a back-to-back sessions. I've been healing my son from last 2 years. He has developed in the school he is doing very well. There is bit of his development is happening very good. There is bit delay in the speech, and I was really means my intention of getting into pranic healing was him. After that, I had healed a lot of patients, but yes, that's a part of my work that I have to give. How does this work for autism, ADHD, speech delay, and this?
We have documented cases of successful healing, complete reversal of autism. One of my students did cellular healing, And along with the normal autism protocol suggested in our pranic healing protocols for her son, after 1 year of treatment, the doctors declared that your son, madam, is now out of this particular umbrella term, which is autism, ADHD, ADD, and whatever you call it. Complete reversal, because that child started talking to the doctor and telling his problems in English fluently, interacting normally, started playing with other kids of the same age group. Completely reversal of the things. Completely normal child. We have a documented case with this. We have a full medically proven testimony. So this works with this. And
So the
for
first
autism,
class I would-
pranic healing is the only hope. Medical science cannot help it. Exercises, some therapies help it, but they're all alternative healing modalities. Pranic healing works miraculously in this, right?
Sir, definitely, I can guarantee that, because I'm healing him with the protocols, and I've seen that development.
Cellular healing will speeden up the recovery, Rohit.
Thank you, sir. So I hope that the first class will have all those understanding about healing ADHD and this, right?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all my questions. Thanks for sharing the information.
You're most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So who has the next question? I think Sudarshan has raised hands.
Okay. Atma Namaste, Piyush ji.
Atma Namaste.
Piyush ji, I'm available on 13th November, but due to office work, I may travel on 19th and 20th. So I just wanted to check if there is a possibility of sharing recordings at a later date for the 20th, because I'm not there physically for the practical session.
Okay, so this is another information I would like to share. We would be sharing the recordings of the cultivation session and the practice session, which would be available for strictly 14 days after the class is executed. So once we are done with the 13th November cultivation session, on 14th November, you will be getting the recordings, which will be accessible only to you. You are not supposed to share it with anyone. This would be available for 14 days. For the practice session, again, we would be sharing the recordings so that you can review it and practice with us. Okay. So both of things would be available to all the registered participants. Okay.
Thank you.
Only thing is, I would request not to show these recordings to anyone. It is for your own personal use. And I believe all the pranic healers are very honest and they follow all the virtues. That's why we are doing this. Otherwise, previously, I was not sharing any recordings. But just to facilitate a better understanding of cellular healing into the minds of people, I have started allowing this since about 6 or 7 months. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
You're most welcome. So who has the next question? I think someone asked that someone has learned cellular healing with Master Marilak. How is this different? Master Marilak teaches a different technique. I'm not aware of the technique which she is teaching. I have not attended that class. My technique is my own developed technique. It is entirely different. This has been reported by almost hundreds of my students who have done cellular healing with Master Marilak also, right? So I cannot tell you how it is different, but I can tell you it is completely different. And even Master Marilak has said this. A lot of people go to her asking about this, and she has written it several times, sent an email to people. This is different. Piyush is teaching differently. So this is entirely different. Okay. Yes. So who has the next question? Anyone else? Any doubts, queries? Feel free to ask.
Kiran here.
Yes, Kiranji.
I want to know when this course will be held offline and where.
Okay, we are not currently planning this course offline because my students are spread globally, right?
So near future, you don't plan to take it offline?
No, for the offline courses, I take all the pranic healing courses of our master. That is all the basic, advanced, and all other courses. Those are the offline classes. For my nurturing sessions, I always teach online, right?
That is okay. Nurturing sessions is okay. But this cellular course, I would prefer to join offline only.
Then you can wait. Right?
Now,
Currently, I'm not planning it, and I have no plans to, organize it offline. Right? It's not convenient for everyone. It might be convenient for you, not convenient for everyone to come up or travel to a particular relay place and do it like that. So, I'm
May
not. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
May I ask one question, please? If with you. Yeah, so it's like I heard most of the people talking about physical ailments. I'm interested to know whether it is useful for certain genetical disorders, such as for generations, there might be a chromosome less or more. For such, is it going to be of use?
Beautiful question. I was actually expecting this question. Now, see, understand one thing. For a problem with the genes, a particular pattern which is going with heredity, you cannot reverse that. You have to understand that. Using pranic healing and cellular healing, you can reverse the effect. You can slow down or tone down the effect of that particular disorder. With regular cellular healings, what you can do is you can program the cells to stop passing on this particular defective chromosome to the next generation. So if you make it a lifestyle to practice cellular healing, what would happen? The body would try to stop that chromosome from traveling to next generation. This is the natural programming of the body, survival of the fittest, Charles Darwin theory. Whoever is the fittest, the body tries to, proceed with the best available genes and chromosomes, right? With cellular healing, because the environment for the cell is very sterile, so whenever we are producing offsprings, if it's a highly energetic, super clean environment, it is quite possible that the diseases stop manifesting into further generations. There is not possibility of a complete reversal of the things, but the symptoms and the problems can definitely be soothed and fought off. This is a simple answer. Now, one thing, what I have noticed, like diabetes is a hereditary thing, which the doctors are also declaring. And we have a few cases where diabetes has been completely cured, right? Like no medicines for some time. So I would not say that the genes have been modified. I would say that the effects of such problematic genes and chromosomes have been nullified, right? This is what I can tell you about this. Yes.
Thank you very much.
You are most welcome. Yes, who has the next query? I think someone raised hand. Roll, I think, yes.
I would like to share my experience with the cellular healing with the Master Marilag. If I want to compare the knowledge, maybe it's only 10%. If you want to compare what Master Marilag offered to what Piyush offered, so you will find a vast information with Piyush, and I highly recommend everyone, every pranic healer, to study with Piyush, because you will see yourself, and even the other courses like cord management. I know this is only for cellular healing, but every course make difference with me.
Thank you, Rola, for helping us.
You're welcome.
Hi, Rita. I can see Rita sitting near Huda. How are you doing? Great, great. So you travel all the way from Lebanon to Jordan, right? Or Huda has traveled to your place?
I'm in Jordan now.
No, Rita
I'm in
is
Jordan
here.
now.
Great. So we have Rita. She's a pranic healing instructor, and she has been doing fantastic healings. She's a full-time pranic instructor. Rita, would you like to say something?
I need to talk about my experience about cellular healing also. I had a wonderful experience, and when you do cellular healing, you feel more the healing is better and faster, and you feel you are doing a deep job. Yes, a deep level healing. Yes.
Yes, it's a very, very deep healing. Thank you, Rita. Thank you.
Thank you, Piyush.
Any more
I
questions?
want to add one thing, that there is one more person, that Jacomarji in our group. So I applied cellular healing to him also, and after seeing the effect, he convinced to join this session, that I also want to learn this session, because the results were so amazing, so good that he insisted me whenever this course will happen, just let me know. I just want to do it. So he's in the session right now also.
Wow.
And he'll definitely do the course.
So would you like to share what was the ailment or what is the problem with Jay Kumar ji?
I just did the normal healing on him, but the results were as compared to the normal healings that were miraculous. As I told you, the healings are amazing now.
Yes, you have a feeling of spaced out. Your body feels at least your weight is 10 kgs less after one session.
Yeah, it feels very lighter. You could sleep very properly. Like effects last for a very longer time, right? At least for 2 to 3 weeks, the effects last. And you don't need to heal regularly with the cellular healing. Just one dose is enough for the month.
Yes,
so that's the best thing.
It's a very, very deep healing. Thank you, Tara. Yes. Who has the next query? Next question? Doubts? I think that's for all. So Nitin has already posted the links. You can copy it. For any query, you can get in touch with Nitin or myself in the WhatsApp groups or on Facebook. Okay. So let us sum up this session with a Thanksgiving prayer and a closing invocation. Shall we? Please sit comfortably, spine erect, eyes closed. Connect your tongue to your palate. If possible, sit facing east. Put your hands together in front of your heart. Wear a beautiful smile. Be aware of the crown. Be aware of the spiritual cord. Mentally repeat after me to the universal supreme law, to the divine father, divine mother, my spiritual teacher, Maha Atma Choa Kotsui, Chohan Jing Miling, Maha Guruji Bodhisattva Miling, to all the spiritual teachers, all the holy gurus, all the holy masters, all the great, great ones. Thank you so much for the divine blessings, divine love, divine light, and for divine empowerments. Thank you for upgrading myself to become a better channel and instrument of your divine grace. Thank you for blessing me always with a strong will to serve the divine plan. We thank you all in full faith. So be it. Atma Namaste. Thank you all for joining in. See you all on November 13th in the cellular healing class. Atma Namaste. The session is over.
Namaste.
Namaste. And I would like to thank all my dear friends out there who came up and shared their feedbacks. Thank you so much. Love you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Atma Namaste.
I will be your reviewer.
Yes, Anita Auntie. Definitely. You are most welcome. Please join us.
Thank you, sir. Atma Namaste.
You are most welcome.